What's up, guys? Welcome to our channel. We're super stoked you guys can be here. Right now we're going to take you guys through a little bit of a dynamic warm-up. Before you get started in every single one of your exercise routines, it's nice to get warmed up beforehand, get the blood flowing. Sid's going to show you all the exercises. I'm going to kind of talk over it.
Yeah, so let's get going. I'm going to be down here on the mat. We're going to be starting in on all fours. So we're down here quadruped position, and you're just going to start with some nice shoulder rolls.
Guys, one of the biggest things that you want to do with any type of dynamic warm-up is bigger is better. You can start small, but just like Sid's doing right now, you want to incorporate the entire scapula, the shoulder blades, the whole 9 yards. Big movements are always better.
From here, we're going to move into some cat camel. So I'm bringing my head up, arching the back, tucking the chin, and pressing the spine up towards the ceiling.
So guys, when you guys are working on this one, make sure you're going fully into the lumbar extension, bringing the head all the way up, and then following into a big flexion, trying to bring that stomach all the way back so your back is completely rounded. A lot of the times people will kind of shortchange it. Try to get as rounded as you can to make sure we're working on that spinal mobility.
Yeah, from here I'm going to drop down onto my elbows. I'm going to bring one hand up towards the sky, get a nice stretch in that T-spine, and then bring it all the way through to the other side.
So if you guys are having trouble with the full rotation, it's okay to go halfway. You don't have to do the whole entire rotational portion of it. But again, we're just starting to get that thoracic mobility. So big movements, trying to get as far as you can with the rotation. As she reaches for the sky, you can see how much she's rotating right through the mid-back. That's exactly where we want to be. And make sure you're just breathing every step of the way through this. Again, we're only doing 3, but you can also do 5, 6, 7, as much as you feel necessary.
From here, we're moving into a half frogger. So one leg's gonna come out to the side. My toes are pointed at the wall in front of me. I'm gonna rock back, get a nice stretch in my hips, and then walk all the way forward. Same thing on the other side.
So if you guys are having trouble with the leg extension, you can always bring it in and you can do the exact same thing. Just going right into a child's pose and then going all the way out. So that's just the modification if you need that. Again, this entire dynamic warm-up right now is for our intermediate and our advanced. We're going to bring a beginner stretch routine as well towards the very end.
Yeah, so same thing on the other side. Again, remember those modifications. If you can't get that leg all the way out to the side, just bringing it into a nice child's pose here.
And when you guys are doing this one, you can even hold for a couple seconds, 4 or 5 seconds each time, making sure you're getting that nice stretch and fluid motion.
From here, we're going to move into rolled greatest. So I'm bringing one leg out to the outside of my hand. I'm going to bring my elbow as close to my foot as I can, and then rotate and reach up toward the sky.
Again, guys, this is the same concept, big movements, reaching as far as you can to the sky. If you can't reach all the way, or you need to bring the leg a little bit farther back so you're not getting it as extended, that's completely okay to modify, just like she did right there. But again, bigger movements, big, long, sustained stretch, hold for a couple seconds, and then go right back into the next pattern. Try to bring that elbow all the way to the inner side of the shoe, and then bring it all the way up, reaching for the sky as big as you can. Perfect.
From here, we're going to come up onto our feet, push into a downward dog, then flow all the way up to the top into an upward dog, maybe let the feet come to the mat, and rock back into child's pose again.
So if you guys are having some lumbar pain or instability or anything like that, you don't have to go into that big lumbar extension. You can just go directly right there without going as dramatic, okay? So you don't have to have that full lumbar extension. That is okay. If you are having that back trouble, you don't need to push it that hard. Just starting to kind of work through those motions.
From here, we're going to walk our feet up to the top. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, stand on up. I'm going to come facing you now. I'm going to bring my arms up toward the sky, widen out my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. Bring my hands down towards the mat, as close to the toes as you can get them. Take it down into a deep squat. Again, whatever's comfortable for you. Bringing my hands to center, my elbows push out against my knees, and then one arm at a time, I'm standing up.
And it's okay if you guys can't reach all the way up. That's okay. Sometimes that could be lat restrictions or muscle restrictions on the back. You can modify, just bring your shoulders directly out. That is completely okay. We want to make sure though that you guys are starting to move. You can modify as necessary, but the last thing you want to do is give up on something when we can just modify it and still kind of stick with the program.
Yeah, so once you guys finish that exercise, you should be good to go. That warm-up, sorry. Once you finish that warm-up, you should be good to go, ready to hop into our workout for the day.